we've with so many wonderful martial artists and martial arts masters, we've been talking a lot about integrity. Ben and I, Don.
He's been talking about girls the whole time.
Yeah, but with integrity.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Women with integrity, yes. Correct.
But I'm just really interested in putting out a message, even if it's a little bit of just a quick sort of affirmation that we as what we used to call old school martial artists, that integrity is not old school. It applies today like it ever did. And Sensei and I were talking the other day about integrity and honor and having morality within the arts and a code of honor and living by it. And it's sad to me that a lot of it seems to be just getting diluted out. There's an acceptance of mediocrity when it comes to integrity, and living up to the principles of what it means to be a martial artist. And I don't know, Guido, if you have a...
I agree with you. I hope it continues the integrity, discipline, and respect for your instructors that taught you. I think that's really important. I hope that doesn't go down the drain.
Because the fighting's important, of course, but it's not all about the fighting. It's not just about, it's not a tough man contest studying the martial arts. And if you don't learn might for right or when's the right time to use the martial arts, then you become a dangerous person. If somebody spills a beer on you and you take his eyes out.
Well,
it's always, as you were talking about, it's about honor. Hey, right from day one, we talked about honor. We talked about being able to, honor your mother, father, brother, sister, honor your friends, honor your family. It's always about honor. We lost the honor somewhere along the line, and everybody's making up their own. There's no honor system going on anymore. Everybody's talking about each other. Everybody's, there's no more balance together. Everybody's for themselves. What have you done for me lately?
And that's what I think, like, all of us can be good examples of. I mean, love it. Even for me, my experience, when I walk in here and I meet Don, I haven't seen, Guido, Dan, Sensei, how do we greet each other? Oh, it's nice to see you. Even that body language of that respect for each other as human beings. And, I always say to people, nobody's tougher than these guys. So if you think bowing was showing a bit of humility to another martial artist or another person, means you're not tough. I said, you are not tougher than any of these gentlemen. And if it's good enough for them, it certainly should be good enough for you. And I think we've got to uphold what is loosely called old school principles, but it shouldn't be. It should apply equally today as it did 20, 30 years ago. And I think
it does in our life.
Maybe even more so because of the violent world we live in. That kind of attitude is more important today even than in the earlier martial arts.
Guru, I just saw something on your website. Somebody said, this is your words, that you think the martial arts is love-based because in the older days we loved our family. It's love-based to protect the loved ones. It wasn't just to go out there and do trouble. Can you talk about that?
I always thought that love was the highest principle. That you train in martial arts for the love of life, the love of your family, the love of your tribe, and ancient days it would be your tribe, your mother, your father, and that's why you train so hard, because you didn't want anything to happen. So to protect yourself, the first thing is a love for mankind, and I think that's where it's at.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Thank you, gentlemen, everybody.